Welcome to the Bluffton football game tonight. The Bluffton Tigers taking on Jay County Patriots. Sim Kipfer with Scott Menser. Scott is out running a couple errands right now, so we'll go over some starting lineups here quick for the Jay County Patriots. Their offensive starters on the offensive line will be number 63 at center, Connor Davis. The guards will be number 54, Ethan Thierer, and number 61, Gavin Hare. The tackles will be number 66, Simon Brumfield, and number 64, Gavin Bowen. The fullback will be number 2, Cole Stiegelman. The receivers will be number 14, Jacob Giesemann, number 82, Michael Schlechte, number 13, Brian Stanclift, and number 25, Ryan Schlechte. For defense, for your Bluffton Tigers, on the line will be one end will be number 84, Nick King. The tackle will be number 62, Noah Frederick. Nose will be number 50, Nicholas Sprankles. The rush end will be number 56, Zach Cummins. The outside linebacker will be number 52, Shane Little. The other outside linebacker will be number 4, Colton Moore. The middle linebacker will be number 29, Jaden Stepp. One of the corners will be number 12, Reed Winger, and number 32, Brandon Lockwood, will be the other corner. Strong safety will be number 40, Colton Fry, and the free safety will be number 14, Tim Davis. We're coming in tonight after a rough game with Woodland last week. The Tigers, they did score against Woodland, but they had a rough time with Woodland, as they normally do. And Scott, we expected that going in, but tonight, I think maybe a different story. The Tigers should have a chance here tonight. Yeah, you got to think the Tigers are feeling much more comfortable coming into this ball game than coming into that Woodland game. But this is a Patriot team that, Southern Wells went down there to Jay County, and they took care of the Raiders pretty handily. So, we'll see. This kind of, depending on how this game sets up, maybe sets up what the Bluffton Southern Wells game looks like. Exactly. So, I think this is an important game for the Tigers. They came off that Manchester win. I think they should have had a little bit of momentum. They should have had some high confidence. And then they go into the South Adams games and the Woodland games, and they need something positive to come out of this game. Even if it's just, hey, let's keep this thing close. Let's keep this thing in single digits. Let's be competitive from the start to the finish. They need to have something positive come from it. They just need to execute on both sides of the ball. I mean, the offense have to execute their plays, and the defense is just going to have to shut them down. I think if they can get some 3 and outs early on the defensive end and move the ball and get some first downs on the offensive end, it'll give them some confidence to move forward. Well, we are. It seems like we've had weather just about every week. And this week is no different. And I got here about 5:40, got everything up on top of the press box, and it just opened up. The wind was ferocious. I scrambled down, tried to get everything down from up top into the press box, and I sat here and I wondered for a while whether we were going to put Sylvia up on top or we were going to try to cram her in to the press box here. And luckily, it looks like the weather has kind of moved on. And, I text you right as that was blowing. And right as it started blowing and raining, I'm going, man, I sure hope he doesn't want me up there right now. Yeah, no kidding. Of course, next week is Street Fair week. And I was told I needed to mention that if anybody out there wants to try out for the Bluffton Idol, tryouts are Sunday night. I think they start at 7. I don't even know when they start. Sunday night, go to Life Church if you want to try out. There's like over $1,000 of prize money, so
Hey, it's kind of a fun time. Go try out.
It's a popular event at Street Fair.
It is a popular
event. It's really
event.
turned out to be something. You know, the first few years they had it, I wondered, what are they really trying to do here? But it really turned out to be good.
It did. They do a nice job, and you get some pretty good talent out there. It's pretty impressive that the area's got as much singing talent as we do. So Bluffton Idol, if you want to try out, head to Life Church this Sunday. And typically they'll take between 10 and 12 people to the live stage, so come on out. All you got to do is get in the top 10, and you will be on the big stage. Street Fair Week, Saturday night. And Street Fair is always a busy time for us, as we typically stream all the parades. And we'll do the show choir event, we'll do Bluffton Idol. And I think that's it. We'll also be streaming the tryouts Sunday night. So if you want to try out, even if you don't make it to Saturday night, you're live on Wells County Voice.
You'll be on
regardless.
Be on TV. So.
Right, broadcasted to the world. It just doesn't get any better than that.
Now, are you archiving the tryouts? So anyone that is there, that they could use that as a little spot for themselves.
That's right. They could go back, and that is historical evidence that you are a superstar. Well, we got introducing a couple of new things again this week, and so far I'm struggling a little bit, but hopefully we got it all worked out. The weather kind of threw me for a loop, and my internet connection threw me for a loop in here, and sooner or later we'll get some stability here. But I think we got the replay thing.
Yeah, we know how it works now.
You know how it works.
We capture it after the fact, and it jumps back.
That's right. Who would have thought? Well, actually, there are a few people who thought.
I think there's one sitting right beside you that thought that.
Yep. Yeah, well, this too shall pass.
Yes, it will.
Noah Hummel's hurt. Fans,
please be all right, Sam, I am going to hop back up top and give Sylvia another little piece of advice, so I'm going to turn this back over to you.
All right.
High School Athletic Association, thank you for your cooperation in not smoking.
We have the captains out in midfield. You know, it's homecoming night also here at Bluffton tonight, so at halftime you'll be able to see the homecoming court and see who gets picked homecoming king and queen tonight. Jay County won the toss, has decided to receive the ball, so the Tigers will kick off, get the ball to start the second half. So we'll get everybody fielded up here and get everyone ready to go. And you know, the Jay County Patriots will come out with their offense, and we went over that offense earlier. You know, they got. We'll see if the Tiger defense can put together some stops and gain some confidence to give their offense something to work with tonight. So the time clock has now run down to 0. Sun is trying to peek its way through the clouds. Rain has stopped for now. Still a little breezy, but you know, the water on the turf shouldn't be that big a deal. So the Patriots are lining up at the south end of the field. See who they have back deep here. Their returners, number 2, Cole Stiegelman, and number 25, Ryan Schlechte, will be back to receive the kick. Kicker for the Tigers tonight.
Kicking off for the Tigers is number 30,
Trevor Norman, number 30. So we have another new. We get new wrinkles every week, Scott.
Yep.
And so Trevor Norman will be doing the kickoff tonight. Here we go. It was a little squib kick, fielded by an up man and brought down at the 45-yard line of the Patriots. Patriots will take off at that point, Scott. And
all right.
So we'll see what the Bluffton Tiger defense has in them tonight.
Well, the good news is, Sam, we don't have any sun really shining in our eyes. Yeah, a little bit.
But there's a big cloud back there.
Not too bad
here pretty soon.
Relatively speaking. Well, the Patriots open up on the 45. First and 10, just underway. First offensive set of the game. Quarterback Holton Hill behind center. Double wings with a single man behind him. And receivers split to put a man in motion. Handoff to the left wing. It'll be brought down right at the 45. Maybe a gain of about a half a yard. Good pursuit by the Tiger defensive line.
Yep, Jaden Stepp filled that gap from that inside linebacker position.
Good start for the Bluffton defense. No gain. We'll call it 2nd and 10. On the short side of the field, we got wide Bright. And he'll drop back, looks left, and it's going to be complete, but immediately brought down at midfield. Should set up 3rd down and a long 5. Just a little in pattern on the long side of the field. Step with the tackle. So 3rd and 5, and they'll stack it up on the near side. And a handoff around that side. He is going to have 1st down yardage and more. Cuts the corner and drug down into Tiger territory. 1st and 10 Patriots. Stiggleman with the carry.
Tackle by Davis. And so they ran to that double stack side here and using their receivers to block.
So 1st and 10 Patriots. Hilton under center, drops back the pass again. Plenty of time, whips it out to the left side, complete Stiggleman. Dances through a couple defenders, and he's brought down at the 30. Good 1st down yardage for the Patriots. And Holton Hill driving the Patriots right down deep into Tiger territory. 2nd and 4 with 10:20 to go in the first quarter.
Ball on the 30-yard line.
Hill will line up in the shotgun. Wings either side. And handoff up the middle. It gets to the outside, and Stiggleman's going to take it in. Nope, they're going to mark him just short at the 1. Well, Sim, not a good start for our defense.
No, the Patriots seem to be able to move the ball at will. So with the exception of that first play from scrimmage.
So 1st and goal from the 2. Tigers picked up the win against Manchester. Hill under center. He'll pitch out. And Stiggleman dives forward. Touchdown, Patriots. Just like that, Patriots go on top by 6. And, boy, they made it look pretty easy.
Boy, they sure did.
6-0.
2 minutes and about 21 seconds.
Yep.
Didn't take long at all to march 55 yards.
Ryan Schlechte is the PAT kicker. The snap, the hold, and it is never got off the ground. And no good.
About went right back to the snapper. So.
And with that, we're going to see if our commercials work here. We'll be right back.
Costly misconceptions about collision repair, brought to you by Lauren's Body Shop.
All repair shops are basically the same.
False. There are substantial differences among repair shops. Some have made large investments in equipment and training, others have not. Always do your homework when selecting a repair facility.
In business since 1951, Lauren's Body Shop on East Dustman Road specializes in insurance collision repair, offers free estimates, and an outstanding limited lifetime warranty. Visit lawrensbodyshop.com.
Double-digit pay raises are history. Now money's a lot harder to get a hold of and even harder to hang on to. That's why I would like to offer you a free discount double check. I'll go through your car insurance policy to make sure you're getting the discounts you deserve and aren't leaving any money on the table. So call me, Kevin Beatty, at 824-1928, because being there to help keep more of your money in your pocket is why I'm here.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Life insurance.
Welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. Patriots with a quick score, up 6-0, and they will kick off to the Tigers. Schlechte will kick it off. Line drive grounder, fielded at the 20. 25-30, gets through a hole, to get to the outside, he may go. 40, 30, 20, 10, touchdown. Brandon Lockwood takes it coast to coast. And the Tigers strike
right back. He took that one and just followed his blocks perfectly right up through the gap and was off to the races. Wow.
In for the extra point for the Tigers, number 4, Colton Moore.
Colton Moore is back in the lineup tonight.
Good to see Colton back. So Brandon Lockwood, kick, return, touchdown, 80-yard return. And, boy, you just saw that hole open up, and you thought, boy, if he could just get through that hole, he was gone.
He had one guy to beat, and he was able to get past him.
And no catching Brandon Lockwood. Colton Moore out for the extra point. A high snap, gets it down, and it's blocked. And it'll stay tied at 6. We'll be right back.
Double-digit pay raises are history. Now money's a lot harder to get a hold of and even harder to hang on to. That's why I would like to offer you a free discount double check. I'll go through your car insurance policy to make sure you're getting the discounts you deserve and aren't leaving any money on the table. So call me, Kevin Beatty, at 824-1928, because being there to help keep more of your money in your pocket is why I'm here.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Life insurance is one of those.
All right, let's see if we did this properly. We got the PAT. I didn't get the kick return.
You were so excited on that run back, you forgot to capture it. Well, it would have went back 15 seconds. It would have caught it.
Let's see if we got the extra point. There's a snap, high snap, and blocked. Hey, all right. But I got it.
We got it.
We got a replay. Didn't get the right replay, but it's baby steps.
Yeah.
6-6. Boy, what an exciting first couple minutes of the ball game. Good kick, driven back to the 12. 25-30, gets to the outside, breaks a couple tackles, and drugged down in the Tiger territory. Stiegelman doing the job tonight.
Number 9. Kevin Cerna. There's a name we haven't called much this year, so that was a nice tackle by Kevin.
All right, Tigers defense has to toughen up here. Their special teams tied the ball game up for them. Now they need to stop. Patriots with great field position. Holton Hill behind center. 3-back set, receivers split. Drops back, looking left. Wide open and complete. First down yardage or close to it. Maybe gets marked just a touch short. That's Michael Schlechte.
That's 2 little quick ends like that. Those Tiger defenders
and our corners are they're going to have to get up closer to him. And he's a big kid, number 82.
Yeah, and Winger's getting right up on him now, so.
And handoff inside, big yardage, still fighting, and it's going to take a gang tackle to finally bring him down to the 19.
Jacob Giesman.
For the Patriots, gain of 15 yards. Brought down on the play by 14, Tim Davis.
So big chunks of yardage on the ground and in the air for the Patriots, and right at the red zone here on their second drive of the game, 1st and 10 from the 20, 8:35 to go. Handoff again. And Stiegelman dancing, and finally,
it's like they're going to mark him for about a loss of 1.
Carry by Cole Stiegelman. Loss of a yard on the play. Brought down by a host of Tigers. He's second down.
So second down and 11 after the loss of 1.
Ball at the 21-yard line.
And the rain has left us. That is good to see.
Yeah, I was watching that storm come across on the radar this afternoon. I thought, man, it's going to rain all game, and luckily it moved out.
Hill under center now, fakes the pitch, hands off inside to number 25. That's Ryan Schlechte. Short gain. They'll make a 3rd down and 8. Evan Kitt on the tackle.
If you're the Tiger defense, you watch for one of those little slants coming in again.
Right. Short little pass is probably in order right now for the Patriots. 4-down territory, I'm sure. 3rd and 8. 6-6. Big play for the Tigers. An 80-yard kickoff return by Lockwood. Plenty of time and dropped it. Oh, right there for Schlechte, but couldn't hold on. A good thing for the Tigers that he dropped that.
He was going in.
He was going in, absolutely. And right now, Holton Hill has plenty of time, Sim, and the receivers are getting a lot of separation.
Yep.
So 4th and 8, big down here for both squads. Tigers trying to turn them away. Jay County trying to keep the drive alive. Hill will drop back and throws it into the flat and brought down. Open field tackle by who? Colton Moore. Boy, did we miss him last week or what? Colton Moore with the big tackle. They will turn it over on downs. Tigers offense on the field for the first time tonight at the 7:07 mark. Here in the first quarter, we're tied at 6.
So now I wonder if we'll see Brandon Lockwood back under center again tonight.
You know, I think in certain situations, maybe you will, but I think what really determined it last week is they were getting such pressure on the quarterback, they really needed someone a little bit more mobile, and Brandon kind of fit that void. Timmy Davis hands off, and good opening.
Baumgartner.
And then the Tigers pick up first down yardage on the Baumgartner carry. Well, I tell you what, our line opened up the hole there.
Results in a first down and 10 for the Tigers.
So 1st and 10 Tigers. This is the first time the offense has actually really stepped on the field. One play, one first down. Triplets on the far side to put Lockwood in motion. They'll hand off to Lockwood. Good blocking by the receivers. Lockwood running hard. Another first down pickup. Let's see if I can pick that up on replay, because you watch the Tigers receivers, and boy, they really blocked well on that play.
First and 10, ball on the 40-yard line.
6-6 tie with 6.5 minutes to go in the first quarter.
So here comes the snap, and you watch these 3 receivers really engage their blockers as they put Lockwood in motion. See, they lock those guys up right there, those 2 receivers, and they really open up a hole for them.
That sealed it up and let him around that corner.
Nice job. Davis drops back, looking long, a man open. Ooh, off the tips of his fingers and almost picked off. So Tigers with a break. I like that call, though.
Yeah.
A couple of first downs on the ground, and you try to strike deep.
Yeah, it was a time to. It was a good play. Yeah, you try and soften that, that secondary up. Don't let them start cheating up, expecting the run.
2nd down and 10. 6:08 to go. We're tied at 6. Hand off again, and this time, great penetration by number 64.
Adam Baumgartner on the carry for the Tigers. Loss of a yard on the play.
That's Gavin Bowen.
Number 64 for Jay.
Yeah, he was able to get around that outside.
Right, yeah, somebody didn't pick him up.
Tigers ball on the 39-yard line.
Just in case someone did not get a body on him, and he just kind of slid down the line and drug him down. Stepp will come in, replacing Baumgartner, so maybe a little more blocking back there. Maybe they want to give Timmy a little bit more time. So 3rd and 11. Linebacker sneaking up. They'll stun him, and Davis will roll right. Throws, and right in. Boy, that's a flag.
Yeah, they're going to say that was a little early.
Stiglman practically tackled him. If this was a wrestling match, that'd be a 2-point takedown right there.
Yes, it would have been.
No question about that. That is going to be pass interference.
15 yards, automatic first.
So that'd be a first down for the Tigers. And he was open too.
Well, they stunned the linebacker, and the linebacker got into the backfield pretty quickly. But Timmy Davis, we talk about his nice pocket presence, just kind of rolled out to the right side.
Pass interference on White.
That'll take it into Patriot territory. Down to the 46, 1st and 10, Bluffton. We're tied 6. Tigers getting Brandon Lockwood 80-yard kickoff return after an early touchdown by Jay County. Empty backfield again. And this time Lockwood under center, keeps it himself, still going, getting to the outside, he could go. He's on the far sideline, foul, pushed, touchdown, Brandon Lockwood.
There we go.
Talked about putting it, I mean, it's kind of a wildcat, where they put Lockwood in the backfield, and
they put Davis in motion that time.
Right. And Brandon Lockwood with a huge first quarter right now, 2 touchdowns for him. And once again, I forgot to click the replay button.
He's just packing the yards on right now. So
For the extra point for the Tigers.
the Moore will come back out and attempt the extra point.
Well, so far, neither squad has put an extra point through the uprights. Last time, Tigers got a really high snap. And snap it, gets it down, and great pressure by Jay County, and it's blocked.
Coldwater's kick is blocked by Jay County, no good.
So, yeah, the Jay County line's getting a lot of penetration on these extra points.
12-6 at 5:10 in the first quarter. We'll be back.
Costly misconceptions about collision repair. Brought to you by Lauren's Body Shop.
The insurance company is responsible for selecting the shop to repair your vehicle.
False. Insurance agents and adjusters have no authority in telling you where to have your vehicle repaired. It's your investment and responsibility to select a competent collision repair facility.
In business since 1951, Lauren's Body Shop on East Dustman Road specializes in insurance collision repair, offers free estimates, and an outstanding limited lifetime warranty. Visit lawrensbodyshop.com.
Costly misconceptions about collision repair. Brought to you by Lauren's Body Shop.
All repair shops are basically the same.
False. There are substantial differences among repair shops. Some have made large investments in equipment and training. Others have not. Always do your homework when selecting a repair facility.
In business since 1951, Lauren's Body Shop on East Dustman Road specializes in insurance collision repair, offers free estimates, and an outstanding limited lifetime warranty. Visit lawrensbodyshop.com.
Double-digit pay rate.
12-6 Tigers right now. It has been the Brandon Lockwood show.
Man, we're not even 7 minutes into the first quarter, and we've had 3 scores already.
It is something.
Well, here we go with the kickoff by the
All right, Tigers will kick it back off, and Colton Moore this time will kick off and field it at the 15. And Schleckley bounces off a tackler and brought down by big number 67.
Ryan Shalisti for Jay County on the return brings the ball up to the
67 is Orion King. He's a freshman out there on the kickoff return. So
5:03 to go. Patriots' third offensive set. They had a touchdown. They got inside the 20, and the Tigers turned them away on a 4th and 8. So Hill under center. Hand off on the fullback and dropped right away. Moore in there along with some others.
Short gain on the play. Tackled on the play by number 29, James Stepp.
Step in there.
Step, and I thought Noah Frederick might even have been part of that.
Pick up a 1. It'll be second down and 9. 4:42 to go in the first. 12-6 Bluffton. Hand off to Giesman.
Got a flag on the far side.
Carried by Jacob Giesman, then flags on the play.
Holding on the offense, so that'll back them up another 10.
So they'll mark off the penalty. They'll repeat second down.
Holding. White. Repeat second down. Man, a few words too. After the penalty, bring up second down and 19 for Jay County.
Second and 19. And another handoff. I'll keep it on the ground. Shilekti gets it out to the 35. So I'll get most of the penalty back. Maybe third down at 11. Wenger in on the tackle for the Tigers. Well, this would be great to really turn them away here, Sim, and get the ball back before the first quarter ends.
You know, they'll punt from here. This is definitely, I don't think, 4-down territory. Well, I guess it depends if they get a short down yardage, but.
And Hill's going to drop back and pressure on. He'll roll left, throws it across the middle. Oh, tipped and almost picked off. Nice set of downs for the Bluffton defense, and Jay County is going to have to bring their punt unit out. Let's see if we can get that on a replay. See him drop back, pressure on. He'll get the ball off and just batted down. So nice play by the Tiger defense and forces the punt for Jay County. And a high punt. And got to take a great Jay County bounce all the way down to the 11, and that's where he'll down it. That kick was sky high, Sim.
It was.
And you let that go, and it's all matter of.
Lockwood looked up at it like he thought there was someone behind him to get it. That went over his head.
That's one of those where what side of the football is going to hit the ground first, right? If it's one side, it goes in one direction. If it's the other side, it goes in the other direction.
And unfortunately for the Tigers, it hit on the Jay County side of the football and took a bounce deep into Tiger territory.
3:25 now. Just want to kind of get field possession back here. Pick up a few first downs at a minimum. Davis in the shotgun. Tigers are going to a lot of empty sets here. Lockwood in motion. They'll hand off to Brandon. And gets by the first defender. And it's going to be close to a first down. Well,
the ball came loose.
Yeah, there might have been a fumble, but the Tigers.
Down, I think. I saw the line judge pointing at the ground, so I think they said he was down before the ball came loose.
Brandon coming off with a little bit of giddy up in his step.
He should have some giddy up by the way he's been running.
First down yardage for Lockwood. And he has been the Tigers' offense so far. Looks like he's going to go get some water. And Davis will drop back. And bounces off a defender, pulls it down, and he'll make something out of nothing. Boy, he was dead to rights in the back that I'm not quite sure how he got out of there.
Yeah, he spun out of that somehow. He had 2 or 3 guys right around him.
Second down and 4 for the Tigers.
And he'll pick up 4 to be 2nd and 6. Colton Moore comes on. Step comes out. And Tigers with the ball on their own 25. Lockwood still getting his gear back on after getting a little bit of a breather, and we're going to get a timeout by Coach Huggins.
Timeout Tigers. In just a moment.
We'll be back.
At Adams Memorial Hospital, we care for the things that mean the most to you, your health, your family, and your community. Compassion is just as important to us as being accredited, or our Follow My Health online patient portal, or having top-of-the-line medical technology. Because at Adams Memorial Hospital, exceptional care means listening a little longer, a hug, or a kind gesture from a nurse. Compassion and medical expertise. That's Adams Memorial Hospital. Exceptional care, close to you.
The Bowling Center in Bluffton has adult youth double leagues with 1 adult and 1 child per team, or 2 youth may make a team. and a youth league for ages 4 to 19 starting soon. The leagues are 10 weeks long and everyone plays every game. The Bowling Center in Bluffton, located at 1231 South Scott Street. For complete details, visit bowlbluffton.com, and don't forget about Friday Fun from 12 to 6. Only $1 per game and 50-cent shoes.
Welcome back. 2nd down and 6. Tim Davis will pull it down and spins around and is going to be real close to a first down, but probably about a yard short.
3 yards on the play.
3, and it'll be 3rd and about 2 for
Brings up 3rd down.
So just short of the 30.
29-yard line.
The 29-yard line.
We're going to call it 2 yards to go. So a big 3rd down. The sun has come back out. A little bit surprised maybe they don't have Brandon in the backfield. Empty backfield. They'll put a man in motion. They'll hand off to the man in motion. Needs 1 block for the first down and got it. That's what you need. You need 1 block to spring them. And Ben Gardner picks up the first. And the Tigers will move the chains.
5 yards on the play. Results in a first
As long as the backside of that line seals, he needs 1 block and just has to fall forward. Colton Moore strapping his helmet on. He'll come back out. So 1st and 10 Tigers. This drive started back on their own 11, so Tigers have picked up a couple of first. Trying to keep this drive alive. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. Moore in motion. Davis drops back. Steps up, throws across the middle. Complete, and gets dumped.
Brandon Lockwood's pass is complete to Nick Huffer.
Huffer with the reception.
Tackle on a play by number 2, Cole Stiglman. So it's in the first down for the Tigers. 1st and 10, ball at the 50-yard line.
And that sun that was going is no longer going. You can even tell on the camera how much sun is shining in on us. Right at midfield, 1st and 10, 19 seconds to go. They will have to get 1 play off before the end of the quarter. Lockwood takes the snap, and this time the Patriots knew exactly what was going to happen. And that's going to end the first quarter. But I want to go back to that pass reception, so let's go back and look at that replay.
Did you catch that one?
I think I did. So Davis drops back, steps, throws across the middle, and dumped right there at the 50. So nice throw.
Yeah, went up and got it.
Nick Huffer with the nice reception, and then Tigers close out the first quarter up by 6, 12-6. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
You care about your community, you shop local, and you enjoy personal interaction. You're doing more than spending your money. You're supporting your neighbors.
Hi, this is Carlos.
And this is Sarah from Bloomin' Boutique in Ossian. We would like to personally invite you to visit our shop, the Bloomin' Boutique, and check out all we have to offer.
At the Bloomin' Boutique, we have daily lunch specials like Taco Tuesdays, Witch Wednesdays, and Aloha Fridays. A large selection of smoothies, frappes, iced lattes, coffees, and teas.
We also carry a large selection of fresh flowers for bouquets and flower arrangements. Our shop is full of handmade, uniquely functional pottery, handmade jewelry, DeBrand's chocolates, and gifts. You don't need to go any further than the Bloomin' Boutique. Grab your latte, lunch, flowers, gifts, and chocolates all in one stop.
Support your local community by visiting Bloomin' Boutique, located at 106 South Jefferson Street in Ossian. Follow them on Facebook to view their daily lunch specials. Open 7 to 5 Monday through Friday and 9 to 3 on Saturday. The Bloomin' Boutique.
Welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. Scott Mentzer, Sim Kipfer on the call. Tigers up by 6, 12-6 as we head to the second quarter. Tigers have gotten some big plays from Brandon Lockwood. And throws it up in the air looking for Timmy Davis, and Lockwood this time. So that drops Brandon Lockwood's pass percentage in half.
Yeah, that's right. He was
100% going into that throw. Now he's 1 for 2.
But he still has 1 touchdown and 2 passes.
That's true. So his quarterback rating is still probably pretty good.
As long as you don't have a minimum of 10 passes for that quarterback rating, he's all right.
So 3rd down and 13. I mean, I like putting Brandon back there. I'm not quite sure that's the play I would have called in that circumstance. And now Davis is going to be sacked. Back close to the 35.
Number 61 from
I mean, I kind of get that, look, you can't run him out of the back, can't run Brandon out of the shotgun every time.
Right.
You got to keep him honest by throwing it. But I'm not sure a long throw down the sideline is exactly
a high percentage little out pass or crossing
right. Yeah, maybe a little 5-10 yarder.
Yeah.
20 yarder down the sideline. I'm just not quite feeling that. Bluffton out for the first time to punt the ball away. And this is Stepp with a nice kick. Fielded at the 25. This is Stiegelman. Stiegelman cuts to the outside, still on his feet, and pushed into the Jay County bench. And I'm still voting for punting out of bounds.
Yeah, I agree. Just angle that thing out of bounds and let the defense take over. And against Woodland, they did that. They did that, and I think
maybe
Coach
if
Huggins will see
if I could
this.
tweet Coach, I would say let's stick with the punt out of bounds play.
Maybe he'll see that return there and go back to that.
So 1st and 10, Jay County. Triplets on the near side. They'll hands off. And Stiegelman still dancing, and still on his feet. And ball's on the ground. Fall on it, and the Tigers will take over.
That's a sign where Stiegelman just tried to do a little too much. Just take the loss and go down.
Now, did he get stripped, Sim, do you think, or did he just lose it?
Yeah, it's hard. I missed it as it was going on. There were a lot of Tigers around him, so I'm assuming he probably got stripped.
I've got some of that on replay, so we'll try to.
And I'm sure there was another key rating that we didn't name or strip the ball with.
See if we can look at that here in a little bit. Tigers back on offense. Davis drops back in a 5-receiver set, throws to the outside, complete. And boy, went a little backwards. Winger with the reception. He'll pick up 6, but he caught it, having picked up 7, and he just fallen forward
or turned the other way. He could have kept going. So
that's all right. We'll take 6 on first.
We'll take the completion, moving the ball forward.
Obviously, Coach decided he's going to throw the ball tonight. 5-receiver set. Empty backfield. Davis. And throws it to Bumgardner, and Bumgardner is going to be stacked up at the 45. He'll pick up 1.
Davis pass is good to Adam Bumgardner. Gain of a couple yards.
So 3rd and 4. Big 3rd down here. It's kind of at that spot in the field where I don't quite know what to do on a 4th down.
It's a coin toss, really. I mean, if
Moore comes out. I think I'd like to see Brandon get the ball on the outside.
On maybe, a little screen
pass. Yeah, maybe a little bubble screen, or maybe put him in motion. They got him in motion now. And, boy, he's going to be close, very close to the 1st down. Now, if this is close, you probably go for it.
I think they're going to give it to him.
But that's about what I had in mind.
Yeah, it's clearly a first down.
Yep, first down, Tigers. All right.
It is a first down for the Tigers.
They will move the chains.
Lockwood coming in motion. That's been very successful for him tonight.
Yeah, any time you can get Brandon out into space, just one block potentially is a big pickup. So twins either side. We've got a wing left. Nobody in the backfield again for Timmy Davis. And he'll drop back again. Thursday outside, complete by Huffer. Still on his feet, little yard after the catch. Wrapped across the 25 to the 24.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. Tackled on the play by Jay County by number 54, Ethan Burr.
Yeah, Huffer just settled in between the defenders there and let the ball come to him.
Yeah, the nice thing about that is, once he got possession of the ball, he started his feet moving and picked up several yards after the catch. This is homecoming night, so it's nice to see the weather has passed on so we can get the homecoming activities going at halftime. So we should have an extended halftime. And they'll hand off to Bumgardner. Bumgardner didn't get by. He needed one block there, didn't get it.
Short gain on the play.
You have to wonder with Adam's speed if he just would have ran parallel, maybe a few more yards.
I think he needed to cut it up a little sooner, actually.
Up sooner.
Yeah.
I don't know that the lineman's going to be able to stay with him.
Second down and 8. Well, I would really work the clock here, Sim. Try to shorten this game a little bit. Play time possession football.
The Tigers are going to get the ball at halftime, so you might as well.
Davis pulling it down himself, and not much. Maybe a yard.
Gain of a yard on the play. Bring up third down and
so 3rd and 7. So big third down, and
Davis
is
like
coming out.
Definitely 4-down territory or inside the 25-yard line.
Yeah. And Timmy on the sideline in some obvious pain, and he'll get attended to. Hard to tell exactly what. And now they'll call a timeout.
Timeout, Tigers.
Let's catch up on some of our replays here while we got a timeout. This is the fumble. This should be the fumble recovery. I might have got it just a little bit too late.
Support the athletic department outside of the normal budgeting process in order to enhance BHS student athletes' experience. Membership applications are available at the concessions. Single memberships are $15 or $25 per couple.
Try that again. See if we.
Yeah,
just got Colton Moore falling on the ball, so we just got the kind of the tail end of that. That was the big fumble recovery by Colton Moore. Let's see what we got on this one. All right, this is the pass reception to Huffer. Picked it up, stayed on his feet, picked up another 10 yards after the catch. Nice play by Nick Huffer, and a nice throw by Timmy Davis. So Tigers finishing up their timeout, and we'll get back to live camera. 6:49 to go. Boy, by the end of the year, we'll have this replay thing dialed.
Man, we'll be experts, or you'll be an expert. Colton Moore is going to take over for quarterback.
And Moore drops back and looking downfield, and boy, broken up.
Colton Moore's pass.
That throw was short, looking for Huffer. And Huffer had to play a little bit of the defender back there.
Brings up fourth down.
Ivan Hemmelgarn on the coverage. And 4th down and 7 from the 22, and I think this is out of Colton's range for a field goal.
For a field goal, I believe so. So we might as well go for the first down. So.
So keep an eye on Brandon Lockwood. They're going to put him in the slot on the far side. See if they put him in motion. They will not. Moore will drop back. Picked off and dropped. And boy, you can tell that Colton right now just really doesn't have the timing with his receivers. I'm sure he's not getting a ton of reps in practice with the first unit. So Jay County will take over on downs at 6:39 here in the second. Although, you know, if they could have tackled him right away, that could have worked to their advantage. They could have picked it off and tackled him right away.
Him down there, 10 yards. Yeah, 10 or 12 yards farther back in Tiger territory.
And Schlechte with the carry and drug down from behind. Second down and 9.
Carried by Ryan Schlechte. Gain of a couple yards on the play. Tackled by number 29, Jason.
Second and 9.
Tigers. Bring up second down and 8.
And timeout.
Official timeout.
Official timeout. We've got a Tiger on the field. We'll take a break.
The Bowling Center in Bluffton has adult youth double leagues with 1 adult and 1 child per team, or 2 youth may make a team, and a youth league for ages 4 to 19 starting soon. The leagues are 10 weeks long and everyone plays every game. The Bowling Center in Bluffton, located at 1231 South Scott Street. For complete details, visit bowlbluffton.com, and don't forget about Friday Fun from 12 to 6. Only $1 per game and 50-cent shoes at a smoke-free environment. bowlbluffton.com. bowlbluffton.com.
Are you looking for a new dental home, or maybe you've suffered a dental sports-related injury? Contact Dr. Laura Kukulhan and her caring staff. They can help you with your general and emergency dental needs. Dr. Laura Kukulhan and her staff provide a wide variety of services such as fillings, crowns, veneers, bridges, bleaching, dentures, athletic mouth guards, and much more. Dr. Kukulhan's office is located at 1133 North Main Street in Bluffton. Call today at 824-31000 for an appointment with Dr. Laura Kukulhan.
Dr. Laura Kukulhan is a provider for Delta Dental and Aetna insurances. She is also accepting Care Credit. Dr. Kukulhan and her staff will make you feel at home.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe in the American dream of owning a home. Having a space you can call your own. In fact, we've helped people realize that dream for over 125 years. Whether you're looking to buy your first home, refinance an existing loan, or move into something a little bigger, we believe our lending experts have the local knowledge and experience to help make your dream a reality. Apply online at firstbankofbern.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing.
Well, it's good to see Brandon walk off under his own power. But the Tigers getting a little nicked up right now. Second down and 8 from the Jay County 24. They'll fake the pitch, hand off to Schlechte. Schlechte first down and more. Crosses the 35 to the 36.
Carried by number 25, Ryan Schlechte.
So Schlechte with the big carry.
First down for Jay County. Ball at the 36-yard line.
First down run, Ryan Schlechte.
Just at the 6-minute mark.
We're now closing in on halftime here. We're under 6.
12-6 Tigers. Jay County trying to mount a drive with 6 minutes left in the half. First and 10 from the 36. Hill drops back, fakes, goes long, has a man open and completes. Wow. A pump and go, Brian Stancliffe with the reception.
They're going to get the Tigers for holding or maybe pass interference there, but of course that'll probably be declined.
It will be against Bluffton, so as Sim said, they'll obviously turn that down. And right now the Patriots looking to tie this or go ahead with 5:39 to go.
Recline, first down.
It was reclined.
I think he started to say refused and then realized he should have said declined. So, you know, the high school referees aren't used to being on
That's right.
So.
That's right. The old recline. A flag on the play. And
yeah, that will be coming back. So
Carried by number 4, Ivan
Hemmelgarn with the carry, but a hold call will bring it back. Well, I get a reminder, Street Fair coming up, and this Sunday is the Bluffton Idol tryouts. They'll be at Life Church, I think around 7 o'clock-ish. Check out WellsCountyVoice.com for more details. But if, hey, look, if you sing in the shower, you might as well come out to Life Church and sing on stage.
Might as well.
Doesn't cost anything. Might have some fun, and you might win some money. First down and 20. Hill drops back. Has a man in the flat wide open, but will pull it down himself, and the Tigers will drag him down from behind.
Holton Hill with the keeper for Jay County, gain of 7 yards on
Boy, number 4, Hemmelgarn, swung out on the far side in the flat. I'm not sure there was
he was wide open
anybody over there.
Second down and 13 for Jay County.
Pick up a 7. It'll be second down and 13. Clock continues to roll. It's 4:40 in the first half. 4 receivers on the far side and pitch out to Hemmelgarn. Cuts it inside and gets into the Tigers secondary. Missed tackles and going to get within a couple yards of a first down.
With 10 yards on the play. Tackled by number 40 for the Tigers,
Corbin Fry on the tackle. It'll be third down and 3.
Third down and 2 for Jay
And it's certainly 4-down territory.
25-yard line.
So Patriots working their way back from a first and 20. It's third and 3. Handoff, first down for the Patriots. Giesman with the carry.
5 yards on the play results in a first down for Jay County. First and 10 ball on the 20-yard line.
Touchdown would tie it at 12-12.
First and 10 for Jay County at the Bluffton 19. Tigers up by 6. Jay County threatening with 3:40 to go. And handoff on the right side. And this is Ryan Schlichte. Picks up 5. It'll be second down and 5. 3:30 left. Jay County's got a couple of timeouts left. And so second and 5. They'll put a man in motion. Handoff inside. Nothing. Third and 5. Maybe gets a half yard.
Ivan Hemmelgarn on the carry for Jay County.
We have not seen number 2, Cole Stiegelman, out there, Sim.
Yeah, we haven't yet. You're right.
So I don't know whether maybe he's a little nicked up. Big third down here.
He was out on the original kickoff, but I think that's the only time we've seen him.
And boy, just dumps it over. Oh, ball, loose ball on the ground. Oh, just got out of bounds. Wow. Are they going to call him down? Hemmelgarn with the reception. It'll be first and goal. See if they say the ground caused the fumble.
Yeah, they moved it back to where he was down, so you can't advance the ball. So
2:30 left. It's first and goal. 12-6. Jay County will come out with a couple of receivers wide on the near side as they're working on the far hash mark. Hemmelgarn in the backfield. Behind Holton Hill. A handoff inside, found his blockers, touchdown. Walks right in. Number 14, Jacob Giesman. We're tied at 12. Nice job by the Jay County front line, and Giesman just fouled his blockers and walked right in.
That looked a lot like that first drive they were on. They moved it well.
So see if they go for 1 or 2 here. Looks like they're going to go for 2. But I just run that same play. I mean,
I wouldn't know why you wouldn't. So
Hill under center. He'll drop back. He's going to throw it, and a quick slant pass is complete. 2-point conversion is good. Nicely executed by Jay County. At 2:26, 14-12, Jay County. We'll be back.
This is Dan and Jane with Daniel's Jewelers in Bluffton.
We want to remind everyone that we do in-house repair with our specialty being restoration and resetting.
Jewelry that is worn frequently over the years usually needs some TLC, wrong retipping, resetting, or sizing.
It's so much fun to see the customer's reaction when they see their jewelry looking almost brand new.
Or maybe it's time for a new style. Choose from all styles of settings or let us design one just for you.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
2:26 left, 14-12 Jay County.
60-50 game. And now here we are at halftime, very, very tight.
So Tigers with enough time to mount a drive. We've had some injuries. And Brandon Lockwood has been out. Timmy Davis has been out. So kind of your 2 skill players.
I saw him take the pads off Davis, so I think he's done for tonight.
And the kick is going to go right through a Tiger. And Tigers are going to get
that's
5.
One of the few mistakes that Colton makes. You know, he doesn't field that one cleanly. So,
well, 2:23. Now keep in mind, Jay County does have a couple of timeouts left. So Tigers probably need to at least get a first down to keep Jay County off the field. Tigers have worked on a lot of long fields.
Well, Lockwood's back out on the field, so.
Oh, that is good to see. So now they'll go to this heavy set. We haven't seen that yet. And a flag on the play.
Flags on the play.
Legal procedure on the Tigers.
I'll back them up to about the 3 or 2.5.
Set for correction. So first down.
Thank you. A few words.
First down and 13.
On the 4-yard line.
Yeah, let's see. We have the big guys up front, Gavin Bowen.
So again, this kind of heavy formation the Tigers run. And loose ball on the ground, still loose. The Tigers pick it up and go.
Wow.
That's one way to do it.
That ball just kept squirting.
Not quite a
field.
Not quite a fumble-rooski.
But getting close.
On the play, recovered by Bumgardner for
the fumble picked up by Bumgardner, and that is. Hey, look, we just need a first down. Whoever we got it. And Tim Davis, has he gone to the locker room, or is he just taking his pads off?
No, I think they've taken him in. He was sitting down here on the bench with his pads off. And
a pitch out almost dropped, and not going to get much. And we may see a Jay County timeout here. We do.
Adam Bumgarner on the carry for the Tigers.
We'll be back. We'll be back.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe in the American dream of owning a home. Having a space you can call your own. In fact, we've helped people realize that dream for over 125 years. Whether you're looking to buy your first home, refinance an existing loan, or move into something a little bigger, we believe our lending experts have the local knowledge and experience to help make your dream a reality. Apply online at firstbankofbern.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. At First Bank of Bern, we believe free.
Also at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, the boys and girls middle school cross-country team will be at South Adams Invitational.
Jay County timeout. 1:43 to go in the half. Patriots up by 2, 14-12. Due to a 2-point conversion from Holton Hill to Brian Stancliffe. That's the difference right now. Tigers extra points both blocked. It's 2nd and 10.
Second down and 10 for the Tigers.
Colton Moore is your quarterback as Timmy Davis left earlier after getting injured. Gardner in motion. Moore will keep. We'll pick up a few.
Keeper for the Tigers. Gain of 4 yards on the play.
Jay County, I stabbed them still with 1 timeout.
I think they just used it.
And they just took it.
Timeout, Jay County.
So no more timeouts, but we will take a timeout.
At Adams Memorial Hospital, we care for the things that mean the most to you, your health, your family, and your community. Compassion is just as important to us as being accredited, or our Follow My Health online patient portal, or having top-of-the-line medical technology. Because at Adams Memorial Hospital, exceptional care means listening a little longer, a hug, or a kind gesture from a nurse. Compassion and medical expertise. That's Adams Memorial Hospital. Exceptional care close to you.
Welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. 14-12 here. Patriots on top. Last time out for the Patriots as they're trying to get the ball back before the end of the quarter. It's 3rd down and 6. First down will allow the Tigers to run out this half. Otherwise, Sim, if they have to punt, please punt it out of bounds.
Punt it out of bounds is right.
Empty backfield again for Colton Moore, in for Timmy Davis. They need 6 and going deep and picked off by Hemmelgarn. Well, I guess that's almost as good as a punt.
They're going to have a minute 22 to go 45 yards, and They did that on that first series. So.
I just wish they would give Colton some higher percentage passes.
Yeah.
Let him give a little confidence.
Yeah, the 15, 20-yard pass downfield's a tough one.
I mean, we only need 6. You still got the opportunity to punt it away. All right, here we go. Patriots with another shot. Stiegelman back on the field for Jay County. Hill will drop back. Pressure on, flag on the play. Still dancing around, throws complete, but this may be coming back. It's number 82, Michael Schlechte.
But it is the hold against the Patriots, so
113 now.
As soon as he saw that flag throw, he should have just done something with it.
All right, well, this will help the Tigers out a little bit. Try to get them into the locker room, only down by 10, but down by 2.
First down.
14-12, Jay County.
After the penalty, that'd be first down and 22.
Tim Davis has gone to the locker room. Colton Moore is your new Tiger quarterback. Stiegelman jumps over a Tiger defender and Boy, we're not wrapping up, Sim.
No.
Cole Stiegelman on the carry for Dane County. Gain of 10
This is one of the things that we talked about that we've done pretty well this first half of the year is wrap up. But tonight, a lot of broken tackles.
The second down and 11 for Jay County.
So second and 11, 43 seconds to go. Again, Jay County does not have a timeout left. And Hill, pressure on, and we'll throw it out of bounds, and it's complete to Coach Huggins.
Hill's pass intended for Cole Stiegelman, out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they'll say it's intended for Cole Stiegelman, but Stiegelman needed to be about 12 feet tall to pull that down.
Or be able to jump about.
Yeah. I think Cole does play basketball, but I don't think he's got...
He doesn't quite have a 68-inch vertical jump.
33 seconds left, 3rd and 11.
33 seconds is all that's left on the ball clock.
Ball on the Jay County 44. And they've got 3 seconds left to get it off. 2, 1, they don't get it off. That's going to be a delay of game.
Because they had no timeout to call.
Timeout, Jay County.
Well, I don't think they had, according to my records, they didn't have a timeout. But I guess I was wrong. That happens. So no flag. They get the timeout called. So, yeah, we'll fire a commercial. Be right back.
This is Dan and Jane with Daniel's Jewelers in Bluffton.
We want to remind everyone that we do in-house repair with our specialty being restoration and resetting.
Jewelry that is worn frequently over the years usually needs some TLC, prong retipping, resetting, or sizing.
It's so much fun to see the customer's reaction when they see their jewelry looking almost brand new.
Or maybe it's time for a new style. Choose from all styles of settings or let us design one just for you.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
Welcome back. 33 seconds to go in the half. 14-12, and now they really must be out of timeouts.
After the timeout, it'll be 3rd down and 11 for Jay County.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Giesman.
Jacob Giesman on the carry for Jay County.
Brought down after a gain of 3. It's going to be 4th down and 8.
And Giesman lost a shoe.
Ball at the 47-yard line.
So he'll come off the field. Number 22 comes on. That's Caden Stant. And they'll get one last play off. And he'll drop back, and everybody will go deep. Long pass. It's caught, but there's no time left on the clock, and both teams will go into the locker rooms with the score. Jay County 14, Tigers 12. And this is homecoming, so we'll get you some homecoming action here in just a little bit. We'll be back after these messages.
Located in Fort Wayne, Indiana, the University of St. Francis is a private Catholic university enrolling 2,300 students in majors ranging from the liberal arts to the creative arts to the health services. Small class sizes, personal attention, and the freedom to explore your options. A USF education has a lot to offer. Visit their beautiful campus and see for yourself how you can be a part of the University of St. Francis. Visit sf.edu to learn more about the University of St. Francis.
Do you know a 7th grader looking for a fun place to spend time with friends? Are you looking for an environment where your teen is surrounded by positive role models? These days, your middle school student is probably very interactive, but is he or she active? 7th grade is a time when sports become more competitive and provide less opportunity for the average child to be involved in physical activity. The YMCA wants to emphasize the value of a healthy lifestyle by offering a free Y membership to every 7th grader in Allen, Whitley, and Wells counties. It's the wise way of giving back to this community. Students thrive in a safe environment where they can grow in spirit, mind, and body. Get to your local Y and sign your 7th grader up for a free Y membership. It's that simple. Offer good for every 7th grader residing in Allen, Whitley, and Wells counties. For more information, stop by your local Y or visit fwymca.org or email hereforyou@fwymca.org.
The new Kayla Nickel Foundation Family YMCA, 550 West Dustman Road in Bluffton, is now open and invites you to stop by and take a tour of the new facility. When you join the Y, you're not just a member of a facility, you're part of a community, surrounded by friends as well as caring and knowledgeable staff. Here are just a few of the benefits of joining the Y. Unlimited participation in group exercise classes, free child care while you work out, and free private health and wellness consultations. You don't want to miss out on all your local YMCA has to offer. To learn more, visit fwymca.org.
Let us present our 2016 Homecoming Court. Our freshman, Princess, is Abigail.
Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric strives to be your total service provider. Their licensed technicians can handle all of your electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, and now offers duct cleaning. No job is too small or too large for their service professionals. From electrical repairs, water heater replacements, sewer and drain cleaning, well repair, and remodel jobs. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric, located behind Lowe's on Commerce Drive in Bluffton, 888-824-3332. That's 824-3332.
She is the daughter of Michael and Deborah Dove. Her escort is Junior Prince Zachary Muncie, the son of Russ and Jennifer Muncie.
Let us now introduce the senior King and Queen candidates for 2016. The first Queen candidate is Cassie McFerrin. She is the daughter of Angie and Corey McFerrin. She has been a member of student council and the yearbook staff for 3 years. She has also been a cheerleader and a...
All right, Sam, let's turn up the crowd mic here.
She has also participated in Tiger Dance Company and Campus Life. After high school, she plans to attend cosmetology school in Fort Wayne. Escorting Cassie is King candidate Cole Anderson. He is the son of Donna Anderson and the late Jim Anderson. He has participated in cross-country, swimming, track, student life, and student council. He plans to attend Indiana University and major in web design and minor in marketing.
Our second Queen candidate is Jillian Aida. She is the daughter of Russ and Laura Aida. Jillian has been a member of SMAD Club, Campus Life, National Honor Society, and Student Council, in addition to being a cheerleader for 4 years. She plans to attend college and go into the medical field after graduation.
Throwing the ball 10 times and
The second King candidate, Mitchell Kuhlenbeck, is the son of Eric and Terry Kuhlenbeck. Mitchell played tennis, basketball, and baseball for 4 years. He also has been a member of Student Council, National Honor Society, Campus Life, and Youth as Resources. At this point, he is undecided about his plans after graduation.
Our final Queen candidate is Taya Meadows. She is the daughter of Dave and Jennifer Meadows. She has participated in basketball and track and has been a member of National Honor Society, Student Council, and Campus Life. She plans to become an elementary school teacher after graduation. Taya is escorted by our final King candidate, Jackson Engel, who is the son of Catherine and William Cook Fry. He has participated in golf, tennis, basketball, and campus life. After high school, he plans to pursue a degree in criminal justice and become a police officer.
The long-awaited moment has finally arrived. The 2016 Homecoming Queen is Jillian Aida.
And the 2016 Homecoming King is Colin Anderson.
Thank you. How about a loud round of applause?
It really sunk in today.
He's pretty much shocked. Today it just sort of sunk in. We're just forward through it. We're going to be on the 3rd of October. Just to get a quick second so, I mean, it's not for another 2 weeks. Listening to that lady talk, there's no reason to believe it's going to be but we don't know if I was talking to somebody today that said when his wife was Jeff and that doctor came up to the and they could see which ones were infected and that wasn't brought up to us. That's like when I asked her
And now, fans, for your halftime entertainment, let's welcome the Bluffton Bingo Brigade under the direction of Mr. Jim Beater to the field. Your drum major is Emerson Estel. The title of this year's show for the Bluffton Bingo Brigade is titled Upside Down, Inside Out.
On developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs, and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first with improvements.
Well, welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com as we are at halftime, and we pause a little bit to give you the homecoming candidates. Let's bring you some halftime stats. Jay County got this started off, first offensive set of the game. They went 55 yards on 6 plays. Took 2 minutes and 21 seconds. Stiegelman hands off 2 yards out. The PA tick by Schlechte was no good. And then the Patriots were up 6-0. So Schlechte kicked off, and what happened? Brandon Lockwood takes it 81 yards to tie it up at 6. Kick by Colton Moore was no good, and just like that, we were tied at 6. But the scoring was not done in the first quarter, as Lockwood, out of the shotgun, takes it himself on the right side and goes 46 yards down the sideline. It was 5 plays, covered 84 yards, took a minute 57. And Lockwood put the Tigers up 12-6, and it stood that way until the 2:26 mark in the second quarter. Giesman, 4 yards out, a 10-play, 78-yard drive, taking up 4 minutes and 13 seconds. Jay County goes for 2. Holton Hill completes it to Ryan Stancliffe. And the Patriots go into the locker room up by 2, 14-12. First down, Tigers with the edge, 10-8. Rushing yardages, pretty even. Tigers 16 for 110. Jay County 20 for $129. Passing yards, Jay County with the edge. They were 7 for 10 for 99. Tigers 4 for 9 for 41. Total offense, Tigers 25 plays for 151 yards. Jay County 30 plays for 228 yards. Punt returns, Jay County 1 for 29 yards. Tigers do not have a punt return tonight. Kickoff return, again, Lockwood took 1 for 82 yards. Another one went nowhere. Jay County 3 returns for 72. Jay County does have 1 interception. There was 1 fumble on each side. Jay County lost theirs. Tigers did not lose theirs. Tigers 1 penalty for 3 yards. Jay County 4 penalties for 45 yards. Time of possession pretty close, 11 minutes, 49 seconds for Bluffton, 12 minutes, 11 seconds for Jay County. Rushing, Stiegelman leads the way, 7 for 53. Ryan Schlechte, 6 for 30. Again, Holton Hill, 7 for 10 for 99. Timmy Davis, 4 for 5 for 41. Colton Moore, 0 for 3 for 1. No, 0 for 3, and he threw an interception. Brandon Lockwood, 0 for 1. Receiving, Nick Huffer's got 2 for 34. Reed Wenger, 1 for 6. Bumgardner, 1 for 1. Michael Schleckley, 2 for 44. Ryan Stancliffe, 2 for 37. Hemmelgard and Cole Stiegelman also with some catches. Hemmelgard has the only interception of the night. Bluffton leading tacklers, Jaden Stepp, 5 tackles solo, 2 assisted. And I guess the big news really is Timmy Davis hurt in that second quarter, kind of midway through the second quarter, and did not look like he's going to return.
No, he came off the field obviously in a lot of pain. Holding his chest or his abdomen area, so I don't know if maybe if he got kicked on a play or you got the ribs that stick down past the bottom of your shoulder pads a little bit. So I hope he doesn't have a broken rib or some internal injury somewhere. But they did. They pulled his pads off and they took him into the locker room. And so our thoughts and prayers are with him, hoping everything's okay.
Brandon Lockwood went down for a little bit. Was on the ground for a while. It looked like maybe he kind of nicked his knee a little bit.
Yeah,
came up walking slow, but ended up going back out there. So it's good to see Brandon back out there. But Tigers need both of those guys on the field to really be effective.
Those two guys are the heart of the offense.
Absolutely. Colton Moore will take over, and Colton, is a decent athlete. But again, it's tough when you're that second-team quarterback. You're not getting the first-team reps throughout the week. And again, I know we were maybe a little bit critical of some of the play calling, but I just think in that situation you got to keep the plays simple. You got to keep the passes high percentage, and give him some early success by completing a few passes. And those 15, 20-yarders down the sideline is just a tough pass for really any high school quarterback to complete, let alone a guy coming on the field who isn't getting first-team reps.
The timing on those deep passes is so critical. There's just not a lot of room for error.
Right.
When it's not like you're a college quarterback or a pro quarterback that can throw that 20-yard pass on a
even
on
in
a
practice.
line.
You're going against second team. You're not seeing the kind of pressure you're going to see in gameplay, and so again, I'd like to see them simplify that offense a little bit for Colton. Maybe really put the pressure on Brandon at that point to kind of carry the offense. Give him some short passes to big targets like Huffer.
Right.
So we'll see what Coach does in the second half. But hey, look, we're going into halftime. We're down by 2.
We're going to get the ball start in the second half.
Yep.
So it'll be the opportunity to come down and score. Maybe do the same thing that the Patriots did. Go for 2, get that 7-point differential back.
Like the other thing that we talked about that I think strategically, obviously Jay County's got some skill players. Stiegelman being one who can run the football. But just don't, on punts and kickoffs, just try to minimize the opportunities for those guys to have big plays. Punt that ball out of bounds. He did that effectively against Woodland. We saw him really get burned a few times in previous games when they didn't do that. And that's just one piece of pressure that you can eliminate. Just let that thing go out of bounds. When you're getting 20 yards return on a high school punt, you're netting not much.
Yep.
Jay County comes into this game 2-2. Coach Millspa is 15-20 in 4 years at Jay County. Sagarin has Jay County at 32.25. Bluffton comes in today with a Sagarin rating of 12.86. Strength of schedule, Jay County's opponents are 8-8. Tigers' opponents are 10-6. These teams have only met 2 times in the last 30 years. Jay County has won both of them. The last meeting was a Jay County 36-28 win. And but I don't know if you remember that game, Sim, but Bluffton was up early, and Dwayne was having a huge game. I think Dwayne went out with an injury.
Yep.
And just it was like 2 different games. And Jay County ended up coming up from behind and taking that game. The prediction tonight by Sagarin was Jay County 31, Tigers 17. So Tigers right now beating the Sagarin prediction anyway. And just looking into the future for both these squads. First, Jay County. They will be at home taking on Woodland and South Adams. Actually, got 3 home games in a row. Woodland, South Adams, and Indianapolis, Marshall. And they'll finish up the year at Heritage. Tigers, next week, travel to Southern Wells, home for Heritage. And the last 2 weeks will be on the road at Adams Central and at Lima Central Catholic. Hard to believe we're halfway through the season already. And, of course, we'll have sectional play on the week of October 21st. So any of your thoughts this first half, Sim?
The Tigers are, the defense is doing fairly well. I mean, they've stopped the Patriots several times. Caused a couple 4-and-outs. The offense, has started out well. Struggles a little bit now with Davis off. They're going to have to find their way now. They're going to have to go back and as you said earlier, they're going to have to plan the plays around Colton Moore's strengths.
Right.
And so we'll see what Coach Huggins comes out with here in the second half. Colton he's a very good athlete. He's very capable of running this team. So, we're just going to have to work to our strengths.
Other games going on tonight. Southern Wells is at Woodland tonight, so interesting to see how that turns out as the Raiders travel to Woodland. Norwell tonight is at home. I think they've got New Haven tonight at home. Norwell still looking for their first win of the year. Southern Wells picked up a win earlier in the year.
We'd like to thank Donna Anderson of the Cozy Pot for donating the flowers for tonight's.
Just looking at the Raiders' schedule again, they're 1-3. They lost to Southwood. They picked up a win against Fremont. They fell to this Jay County team 40-12. They lost to Park Tudor 35-14. They've got Woodland tonight, Bluffton next week. Then they'll finish up at AC, at Heritage, and then home against South Adams. That's a tough final 3 weeks for the Raiders.
Yeah, it is.
Adams Central is 4-0. They beat Belmont 24-14. That's a big win.
Wow, yeah.
Taking care of Belmont 2014. They took care of Eastside 28-14. They were at LaPel. I have no idea what LaPel is all about. 17-6. And they beat this Jay County team 33-7. Now, you look at that Eastside win, 28-14. Now, Eastside put up 22 points against Woodland in their opening week.
Wow.
So, AC's got a tough football team. And I suspect they'll make some noise again in that Division 1A. Of course, Woodland 4-0. Everything holds up according to Sagarin ratings. They'll go 5-0 after the game against Southern Wells tonight. They also have Lima Central Catholic.
I'm going to say that of all those teams that's on their schedule, Lima Central Catholic will probably give them the best run for their money.
And they finish up at South Adams and home against Adams Central. So could be an interesting last couple of weeks for some of these ACC football teams. And clock winding down. It's at zeros, which means
3 more minutes.
3 more minutes.
On top of the extended homecoming halftime. So.
right, we're going to take a quick break here, catch a few sponsors. Be right back.
The 2016 Bluffton Street Fair will soon be here. Tuesday, September 20th through Saturday the 24th, with daily and nightly activities to keep kids of all ages entertained. From parades, horse and pony shows, Poor Jack amusements with special wristband days, musical groups like Dirty Deeds, Extreme AC/DC, and Hope for the Hollow. Plenty of food, the Street Fair Band, idol competitions, local vendors, and oh, did I mention plenty of food? Street Fair food. The Bluffton Street Fair, starting September 20th. Visit BlufftonStreetFair.com for a complete list of all of the activities.
The Bowling Center of Bluffton has adult-youth double leagues with one adult and one child per team, or two youth may make a team, and a youth league for ages 4 to 19 starting soon. The leagues are 10 weeks long, and everyone plays every game. The Bowling Center in Bluffton, located at 1231 South Scott Street. For complete details, visit bowlbluffton.com, and don't forget about Friday Fun from 12 to 6, only $1 per game and 50-cent shoes at a smoke-free environment. bowlbluffton.com, bowlbluffton.com.
Are you looking for a new dental home, or maybe you've suffered a dental sports-related injury? Contact Dr. Laura Kugelhahn and her caring staff. They can help you with your general and emergency dental needs. Dr. Laura Kugelhahn and her staff provide a wide variety of services such as fillings, crowns, veneers, bridges, bleaching, dentures, athletic mouth guards, and much more. Dr. Kugelhahn's office is located at 1133 North Main Street in Bluffton. Call today at 824-3100 for an appointment with Dr. Laura Kugelhahn.
Dr. Laura Kugelhahn is a provider for Delta Dental and Aetna insurances. She is also accepting Care Credit. Dr. Kugelhahn and her staff will make you feel at home.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe in the American dream of owning a home. Having a space you can call your own. In fact, we've helped people realize that dream for over 125 years. Whether you're looking to buy your first home, refinance an existing loan, or move into something a little bigger, we believe our lending experts have the local knowledge and experience to help make your dream a reality. Apply online at firstbankofbern.com. Member FDIC, Equal House.
We head to the third quarter. Tigers down by 2, 14-12, but they will get the football back to open up the third. We had lots of rain leading up to kickoff, but it has cleared out. It actually turned out to be a pretty good night for a football game. This is one of those nights where you're really glad you have artificial turf.
Yes. Yeah, I thought about that as it was raining. I was like, well, you know, the rain really doesn't affect us for playing football.
Sylvia Reif up on top running our camera. I'm sure she was glad to see the rain go away. We had plastic bags around the camera. She had umbrellas. And
you know, last week no one had an umbrella, and this week I think all of us brought umbrellas.
Like 6 of them up there. Kickoff fielded at the 15. 20, looking for a block, springs a block, gets to the outside, there's one man to beat. Lockwood, 45, 40, 30, 20, can he stay on his feet? 10, 5, touchdown! Brandon Lockwood returns his second kick. 80-plus touchdown. Wow.
He is just piling the yards.
I get so excited I forget to hit the replay button. We'll see what I catch here in a minute. Oh, Lord. Brandon Lockwood. We'll catch the tail end of that kickoff return. As the Tigers will come out, they'll obviously go for 2. It has been a Brandon Lockwood show.
Yep.
Offensively for the Tigers. Colton Moore will bring his team out in that heavy set. And they'll just try to pound it in here for 2 points. Moore will put a man in motion. They'll pitch out, looking for the end zone, and did he get it? Did he get it?
No,
did not get it.
And that had to be close.
It was close, but no good, and it will stay. 4-point lead, 18-14. We'll be back.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe in the American dream of owning a home. Having a space you can call your own. In fact, we've helped people realize that dream for over 125 years. Whether you're looking to buy your first home, refinance an existing loan, or move into something a little bigger, we believe our lending experts have the local knowledge and experience to help make your dream a reality. Apply online at firstbankofbern.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. At First Bank of Bern, we believe free should mean...
All right, let's see how much of this return we got on a replay. The last 10 yards.
Remind everyone that there are Tiger games.
Well, you get so excited on those.
Right, you get so excited.
And you just forget to hit the button.
Forget to hit the button. All right, well, maybe we do not have the replay dialed yet. But. All right. 18-14. I think Brandon's okay.
Yeah, I don't think that knee's an issue for Brandon here in the second half as of right now. So that's a good sign.
Hey, Moore will kick it off. And line drive kick. Fielded at the 17, 20. Schlechte gets to the outside. He's got blockers in front of him, and boy, someone hanging onto an ankle out there.
Schlechte brings the ball back up for the Jay County Patriots
to the 45, and Jay County really has had the field position advantage almost all game long.
Yeah, they have. They've had very good field position all game.
18-14. We are in the third. Story of the game, Brandon Lockwood with 2 kickoff returns, both 80-plus yards. Holton Hill brings his squad out, 1st and 10. And Hill will pitch it. Cuts it back inside, and Stiegelman's not going to get much.
Stiegelman on the carry for the Patriots. Short gain.
Jaden Stepp in on the tackle.
Yeah, the Tigers forced him to cut that ball back up, and man, if he could have kept coming around that outside, it's what he wants to do with the ball.
2nd down and 9. Ball at the 47. They'll put man in motion, and they'll hand off to number 25, Schlechte, and the Tigers shut that down again. Well, a big 3rd down coming here, Sim. 3rd and 8.
Number 62 for the Tigers.
Frederick in on the tackle.
3rd down and 8 for the Patriots. Ball on the
I don't know if this is 4-down territory for Jay County.
Yeah, boy,
it probably is if you get it close.
Yeah, it depends on what you get here. If you're 4th and 8, probably not. But if you're 4th and 3, you know, here's where they throw these little slant patterns.
Drops back, and there it is, wide open. And that play has been there all night long, and plenty for the 1st down.
Holton Hill's pass is complete to number 82, Michael Schlechte.
Coach Huggins out on the field.
I thought that ball come loose, but I think they called him down.
Results in a 1st down for the Patriots.
Complete to number 82, Michael Schlechte. So 1st and 10 inside Tiger territory. And Hill back under center. And hand off to that right wing back. And good 1st down yardage for him.
Giesman.
Yep, Jacob Giesman.
Giesman on the carry for Jay County. Gain of 6 yards on
it's 6 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 4. And
4
down territory.
Yeah. 38-yard line.
Boy, when Jay County has put drives together, they've really looked pretty easy.
When they really got they got hurt by some penalties, you know, in the first
they did
half.
Get hurt by some penalties.
You know, when they ended up with 2nd and a mile and a half. And
Stiegelman tripped up and was tackled by Colton Moore.
A couple yards on the play, brought down by number 4, Colton Moore for the Tigers.
It's going to be 3rd down and
3rd down and 3 for the Tigers.
3, short 3.
Ball at the 36-yard line.
3rd and short now for the Patriots. 3rd and 3 at Bluffton's 36.
See if they keep it on the ground here. They will. And fouling the blockers is that Giesman
That's
again?
Giesman again.
1st down. Moves the chain down at the 30.
Gain 4 yards on the play. Results in a first down for Jay County. Tackled on the play by number 4.
So first and 10 from the Bluffton 31.
The 31-yard line.
And movement by the Tigers. That's going to be a penalty on Bluffton. Jay County marching right down the field, looking to go back up on top.
Yeah, the Tigers played that first half pretty much penalty free. They had one penalty down deep in their own zone that didn't cost them much.
It was a legal procedure penalty.
First down and 5 for Jay County.
So first and 5, and Holton Hill is going to be down for a sack by Holton Moore.
Holton Moore for the Tigers.
That's a big play. That is huge.
Loss of 7 yards on the play.
You know, from first and 5 to second and
You really
13,
want to find a way to keep them off the scoreboard here after going back on top.
Second down and 13 for the Tigers.
You just don't want to trade touchdowns.
Correction.
And especially if they score and pick up the 2-point conversion. That's huge. Hill across the middle again, complete, and that play has just been there all night long. That is a big target, number 82, Michael Schlechte.
They don't have, I don't think they have.
11 yards on the play.
Yeah, they do, 82. 6'1", 215.
Yeah, he's a big target out there, and Holton has done a pretty good job finding him all night long. And around the right side, picked up a block, and Giesman looking for the end zone, but gets drug out of bounds.
Jacob Giesman on the carry for the Patriots.
First down, Patriots.
Run out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
And just like we always teach them, get out of bounds at that 11, 12-yard mark.
Yep, outside the 10.
Hill looking at the sideline to pick up his sign. First and 10 from the 12. Schlechte in motion, but they'll hand off on the counter. Giesman again down to the 5.
Man, that's been open for him, on this drive quite a bit. I mean, he's gained considerable yardage that way.
So it is not second and goal. It's second and 3. They'll pick up a first down at the 2. So second and 3. They pick up a first down if they get to the 2. So lots of downs to get in the end zone. Tigers will push Stiegelman back. And it'll be third down. Or lose a yard. It'll be third and 3. Third and 3 from the 5. Little and Frederick in on the tackle.
You know, I'd look for the Patriots to come back for that same play. Just send that big back right up the middle.
Stiegelman behind Holt. They'll go into the corner and batted away, incomplete. So it's going to be fourth and 2. Fourth and 2. They're on the 5. If they can get to the 3, it's a first down.
Play by number 40, Corbin Fry.
Corbin Fry, he had good position on that.
Brings up fourth down in a short yard for Jay County.
So see what Jay County does here. Again, they can pick up the first down at the 2. So a handoff, and that should get them the first down, but they'll be short of the goal line. It's going to be first and goal. So they'll have 4 plays to go about a half a yard.
Carry on the play was by Jacob Giesman. Good for the first down for Jay County.
Giesman was he was the workhorse so far on this drive.
Yeah, and he's really been working that left side.
Patriots ball on the 1-yard line.
I would see no reason if I was Jay County to go away from that.
Giesman had to go out, but
probably go Stiegelman right up the gut.
Yeah.
Nope. They'll give it to Schlechte on the right side. He'll walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Jay County.
For the Patriots, good for the touchdown.
So it'll be 2018. And this is a big extra point. They'll go for 2 here. They'll try to make it a 6-point spread. No, they'll make it a 4-point spread.
Not that Bluffton's a threat to kick a field goal.
So they'll go for 2. Stiegelman behind Holton Hill. And it's Schlechte, and he will get in. Another missed tackle will allow Schlechte to get into the end zone. And at the 5:31 mark here in the third, it's Jay County 31, Bluffton 18. We'll take a timeout. Be right back.
You care about your community, you shop local, and you enjoy personal interaction. You're doing more than spending your money, you're supporting your neighbors.
Hi, this is Carlos.
And this is Sarah from Bloomin' Boutique in Ossian. We would like to personally invite you to visit our shop, the Bloomin' Boutique, and check out all we have to offer.
At the Bloomin' Boutique, we have daily lunch specials like Taco Tuesdays, Witch Wednesdays, and Aloha Fridays. A large selection of smoothies, frappes, iced lattes, coffees, and teas.
We also carry a large selection of fresh flowers for bouquets and flower arrangements. Our shop is full of handmade, uniquely functional pottery, handmade jewelry, DeBrand's chocolates, and gifts. You don't need to go any further than the Bloomin' Boutique. Grab your latte, lunch, flowers, gifts, and chocolates all in one stop.
Support your local community by visiting Blooming Boutique, located at 106 South Jefferson Street in Ossian. Follow them on Facebook to view their daily lunch specials. Open 7 to 5 Monday through Friday and 9 to 3 on Saturday. The Blooming Boutique.
Well, sorry about that, folks, but Jay County got the message. Do not kick deep to Brandon Lockwood. Squib it.
And the Tigers fall on 35 yards.
I kind of like to see that from our kickoff team. The squib kick to the 35.
Yeah. It beats the long kick to the 10, and they run it back to the
45, right. All right. Tigers empty backfield, and Colton Moore in the shotgun. They'll send the man in motion. They'll hand off, and room again. Brandon Lockwood. That play has been there several times tonight.
Brought down by number 2, Cole Stiegelman, and number 4,
Brandon Lockwood crosses midfield. Lockwood had 5 carries for 68 yards in the first half.
Plus the 80-some yard touchdown.
Times 2 now.
Times 2.
So in terms of all-purpose yards right now, he is well over 200 yards.
He's putting up a Dwayne.
He's putting up a Dwayne
type numbers.
Yep, he sure is. Under 5 minutes to go, and Colton Moore is getting hammered in the backfield. Just about every Jay County Patriot got a piece of Colton Moore on that play.
3 yards.
Yeah, that's one you just give everyone a tackle.
Second down and 13 for the Tigers. Ball on the 48-yard line.
He'll lose 3 to be second down and 13.
Back to the Bluffton 48. It's on the 49 and Jay. Now it's back to the Bluffton 48.
And Colton Moore in for Timmy Davis.
Davis must be hurt or something. Timmy Davis of Bluffton.
Triplets on the far side, twins on the near side. They'll put Bumgardner in motion, and they'll hand off to him. Adam trying to get to the outside and does. Turns it upfield. 40, and Stiegelman drags him down. Had he beat Stiegelman, might have been gone.
Yeah, but we got a flag. That's probably going to be coming back. Holding on Bluffton.
Nice play. That was first down play. Cole Stiegelman did make the tackle. Well, it was a touchdown. Yes, for sure. You have to make the tackle.
Holding on the Tigers.
So that's an
that
unfortunate
hurts.
penalty.
That really hurts. It's going to push it back close to the Bluffton 40, 42.
On the offense, replay, second down. After the penalty, it'll be second down and 18 for the Tigers. Ball on the 42-yard line.
Reason we're chuckling up here is Because the umpire gets letter grades up here after every penalty call. I think he got a C+ on that one.
Yeah, they're pretty hard on him too. So.
And Moore, quick throw and picked off. He's gone. Giesman a pick 6. 28-18, and
number 14 for
Jacob
Giesman in for the touchdown.
He sort of telegraphed right where he was throwing that one a little too long.
I don't want to call it a rookie mistake, but that takes some experience to know to avoid.
To look that play off and then come back to it knowing your receiver is going to be there.
So 28-18, and see if they opt for 2 again. They're up by 10. 2 would make it a 2-touchdown margin. So they will go for 2. And Hill will drop back, looking for the corner, and finds his big man, number 82, Schlechte again.
Colton Hill's pass is complete to Michael Schlechte.
And that's 30-18.
For Jay County.
We'll go back to break.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe free should mean free. Not kind of free. Completely free. That's exactly what our free and easy checking account is. Free of fees, free of hassles, free of catches. You also get a free Visa check card, free online banking, free mobile banking, free telephone banking, free text and email alerts, and free e-statements. You get all this when you sign up for free and easy checking from First Bank of Bern. It's that simple. First Bank of Bern, member FDIC. At First Bank of Bern, we believe in supporting growing businesses. And in our
Located in Fort Wayne, Indiana, the University of St. Francis is a private Catholic university enrolling 2,300 students in majors ranging from the liberal arts to the creative arts to the health services. Small class sizes, personal attention, and the freedom to explore your options. A USF education has a lot to offer. Visit their beautiful campus and see for yourself how you can be a part of the University of St. Francis. Visit sf.edu to learn more about the University of St. Francis.
Do you know a 7th grader looking for a fun place to spend time with friends? Are you looking for...
Once again, Jay County will just squib it, keep it away from Brandon Lockwood.
Yeah,
they need to see if they can sneak Lockwood up into that spot. Right?
It's twice they've done that. I'm not so sure I wouldn't do that the next time, if there is a next time. Just move him up there in the middle and just try and hide him in there.
Try to hide him, right? See, that's when you huddle up, wait as you're lining up, and then you spread out as soon as the ball, close to when the ball gets kicked, right? Moore again, handoff. Lockwood needs a block, gets to the outside and drug out of bounds by Stiegelman and Hemmelgarn.
So that's another 11 or 12 yards.
Yep.
Onto the tally for Lockwood.
First and 10 for the Tigers, ball on the 45-yard line.
Now to the 45. Tigers down by 12, so they need 2 touchdowns. Certainly not inconceivable. Colton Moore having to run the offense with Timmy Davis out of the game. I don't know, Sim, have you looked on the sideline to see
I have not seen him, so I'm wondering if they took him in.
Same play, Lockwood. Drugged down, but inside Jay County territory at the 40. And you notice they're loading up that near side with 3 receivers.
Yep.
And we talked about, we had a replay of one of those runs earlier where those receivers have got to engage their defenders and keep them engaged and let Brandon get through that first line of defense. And then it's just him one-on-one on somebody in the secondary. So 5 receivers set again, man in motion. And they'll fake it. Moore will keep it, and that didn't fake out many people. Ball is loose, but...
Colton Moore on the carry, fumble on the play.
And looks like they are pointing Jay County's way.
Yep.
Jay County recovers the fumble. The 1st and 10 for Jay County.
So another Tiger turnover. That's 2 offensive sets back to back. We had a pick 6 and now a fumble.
So the defense needs to step up.
Yeah,
here.
we need to stop.
stop.
I mean, at this point, if the Patriots score again, it's tough sledding here on out. So Giesman with the fumble recovery. He's getting it done offensively and defensively. And Hill going deep. And batted away. Who's defending out there?
To Michael Schlechte, incomplete.
Is that Reed Winger?
That was Winger. He almost had that interception.
That's a tough assignment for Reed, you know? I mean, it really is.
It is. Yeah,
and he was right there and battled.
He probably gives up 4 inches there, I bet. And see, Reed
40 pounds, I'll bet.
Reed is 5'7", 146, and Schlechty's 6'1", 215. So.
Right. So he's giving up a bunch of pounds.
5 inches and about
we need to bulk you up a little bit. Stiegelman strung out nicely by the Tiger defense.
Very little gain on the play. Tackle on the play by number 29, James.
Hold him to no gain there. Just sort of string
That's
out running
it's
out
a big
of bounds.
third down right here, Sim. You know, if they pick up, 7 or 8 yards, maybe they go for it.
If you can hold them to 2 or 3,
you can hold them inside the 45. You probably force them to punt. 2:28 left in the third. And Hill drops back. Pulls it down. Looking. All kinds of time. And pops up and picked off. Huffer. Nick Huffer with the pick.
Very good.
Yeah, we'll see if we got the replay.
Did you hit it in time?
I hit it.
You hit it. All right. Well,
48-yard line will be first.
So let's watch this again. So Holton, he's got tons of time. Looking right. Now he's going to pull it down. He's going to roll left. And he's going to go to the sideline. Pops up in the air. And right there is Nick Huffer. Turns around and gets back up to the 47. All right, so we pulled that replay off pretty well.
Sylvia did a good job catching.
She did. Sylvia did a nice job on that. Okay, I think they've probably seen this play enough that maybe they're keying on it.
Yeah, as soon as they see Lockwood coming into motion, they're starting to cheat this way.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
You bring Lockwood in motion on that, and then you throw a little bubble screen pass out to the other side. Right.
Everyone's flowing to that side. Well, and I think they tried a little misdirection on that, having Colton keep it. Now they go to this side to Bumgardner, and he's thrown down, crosses midfield to the Jay County 49. And it's going to be 3rd down and 7. Now, what you got to ask yourself, Sim, is it 4-down territory now for Bluffton, down by 2 touchdowns?
I think it is. I think you about have to go for it. The scores have been hard to come by here, and short of the 2 touchdown runs on the kickoffs, the offense has not really put much in. They put 1 in the end zone.
Bumgardner in motion, and Moore will keep it himself, and he's not going to be anywhere close to the 1st down. Maybe he gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Cold Moore on the keeper.
You would have liked to have seen a little more on that play.
Brings up 4th down and 7 for the Tigers. Ball on the 49-yard line.
I guess I would just like to see a couple of short patterns from the wideouts, some slants or down and ins.
They did
something across the middle.
The first game of the year, they did those little crossing patterns, and we haven't seen them since.
Right. get Nick King involved. And Lockwood, first down. Brandon Lockwood, even when you know it's coming.
Baumgartner had an awesome block there too. He tied up that defensive back just long enough to let Lockwood cut inside of him.
38-yard line.
So 1st and 10 after the Lockwood run, and Brandon is putting up big numbers right now. That is the end of the third quarter. So we'll take a timeout. I'll be right back.
This is Dan and Jane with Daniel's Jewelers in Bluffton.
We want to remind everyone that we do in-house repair with our specialty being restoration and resetting.
Jewelry that is worn frequently over the years usually needs some TLC, wrong retipping, resetting, or sizing.
It's so much fun to see the customer's reaction when they see their jewelry looking almost brand new.
Or maybe it's time for a new style. Choose from all styles of settings or let us design one just for you.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
All right, let's see what I've got of this last replay here. So this is Brandon's first down run. And again, another nice job done by the receivers on that near side, giving him space. And Brandon is now up to 120 yards. I think 10 for 120, is that right? 10 for 120. Add on another 160 in kickoff returns. So you're talking about 280 total purpose yards for Brandon Lockwood right now.
The first down and 10 for the Tigers.
And going back the other direction, it's 1st and 10 from the Jay County 38-yard line. And they'll run the same play again, looking for a block, but runs into his own guy.
That was Baumgartner, I think.
Yep, that was Adam. It's one thing to follow your block. It's another thing to run right into the back of it. But he does pick up the first down.
Now, Lockwood just came off holding his wrist.
And he's getting a little of attention right now. Obviously, they want to get Brandon back on the field as quick as possible. 1st and 10 from the 28. And they'll kind of run that same play again. Baumgartner is going to lose a couple.
Yeah, Dustin Minnick drug him down by his shirt tail.
Tackled by Brant Pearson for Jay County.
So loss of 2 to be 2nd down and 12. Tigers down by 12. We really need a score here. And Moore back in the shotgun again. A nice toss. Now there you go.
Yep.
That's a nice, kind of 10-yard toss.
Nothing
in
special.
The middle of the field. You're just looking for Reed to go down, kind of turn around like a little button hook or something.
You just settle in between the defenders and you turn around.
I mean, that's a nice high percentage toss. I like it. I like that call a lot. Pick up a 9, 3rd and 1. So you've got a couple of plays to pick up a first down. No rush here. Plenty of time. I wouldn't mind. All right, they'll cut it up. A flag on the play. Evan Kitt. I was going to say, on these short yardage plays, I wouldn't mind, seeing a back, alongside Colton Moore. Maybe put Jaden Stepp back there. And be able to run it right up the gut. A little quick hitter.
They're picking it up. So first down, Tigers.
All right, so ref does not get a grade on that call. He just picks the flag up and waves it. That's an incomplete grade. No letter grade on that. First and 10. After Kidd picks up the first down, under 10 minutes to go in the fourth. Tigers need a couple of scores. They'll put a man in motion, and they're going to run that same play again. Cuts inside, may find the end zone. Looking for the pylon. Touchdown! Adam Bumgardner.
Did you get that one, Scott?
I think I got it. There's a flag on the play. Flag on the play, so see, I kept the replay, and there's a flag on the play.
Going to be holding on the Tigers, probably.
Holding.
Trying to seal off that end.
On Black. Repeat first down.
That was pretty solid.
Yeah.
That was a pretty solid call. I'd give that a solid B.
After the penalty, it'll be first down and 15 for the Tigers.
First down, 15. Oh, Lord. Well, take those 6 off. Go back to work. First and 15 from the 25. Well, they're going to keep running that play until Jay County proves they can stop it several times in a row.
Back to about not quite the original line of scrimmage.
So clock running, we're under 9 minutes. Ball on the 20.
Gain of 3 yards on the play.
Brandon Lockwood not back out on the field.
Of course, all the Tigers are bunched up there.
They're getting set to send Brandon out. He is.
Oh, there I see him.
Yep, he's right by Coach. They're ready to throw him out on the field as soon as they get an opportunity. Kit with the carry, looking for a block. Finds a block. Fighting his way forward, gets close to the 15. And it's going to be third down. And about 8. He didn't quite get to the 15. And
third down and 8 for
Brandon Lockwood back on the field.
Ball on the 17-yard line.
So watch Lockwood. Lockwood is going to be on the slot on the near side. He is out of your camera view. There he is. Right on the hash marks. And what do we got? Jake.
Timeout Jay
County.
Timeout Jay County.
We'll be back.
Located in Fort Wayne, Indiana, the University of St. Francis is a private Catholic university enrolling 2,300 students in majors ranging from the liberal arts to the creative arts to the health services. Small class sizes, personal attention, and the freedom to explore your options. A USF education has a lot to offer. Visit their beautiful campus and see for yourself how you can be a part of the University of St. Francis. Visit usf.edu to learn more about the University of St. Francis.
Do you know a 7th grader?
Just under 8 minutes to go. After the Jay County timeout, it's going to be 3rd and 8 from the 18. Brandon Lockwood is back out on the field. We're going to be on the far hash mark. Looks like Tigers going to come out in the same formation they went into timeout with.
The third down and 8.
So you've got Wenger wide on the near sideline, Lockwood on the hash mark, Huffer wide on the far sideline.
I think that's Bumgartner in the slot, and coming in motion.
And they'll give it to Bumgartner. Cuts it inside, and we'll pick up the first down. That was a nice cut by Adam.
It was. I thought he maybe was going to spring that and go all the way in. And
see if we can catch that on replay.
But that was a very good cut. He saw that opening and took it.
So if we get a chance, if they score, we'll go back and take a look at that. At the 7. Cuts it back inside again, fighting forward, and finally pushed back near the 2 or 3.
Adam Bumgarner on the carry for the Tigers.
Well, Jay County obviously knows those 2 plays are coming.
3 yards on the play.
But again, I mean, it's a lot of credit to the blocking up front.
Yep, the line and even the receivers on the outside, they're getting some really good
blocks. And the runner's got to know what hole he's got to cut into. 1st and goal from the 4. They'll put him in motion again, and the ball gets snapped, and Colton Moore is going to get sacked for a big loss. Oh, Lord.
Tackled at the 20-yard line by host of Patriots.
And a 17-yard loss there.
Wow, that's tough. Well, now it's 3rd down and 20. It's 3rd and goal from the 20. And Moore's going to drop back. He's got to put it in the air. Steps up in the pocket, and he's going to be sacked. Tigers fans looking for a flag on the play. Loss of 1.
I can't say I really saw anything on that play. A horse collar maybe, but.
And it looks like we got a Bluffton timeout. I'll be back.
Do you know a 7th grader looking for a fun place to spend time with friends? Are you looking for an environment where your teen is surrounded by positive role models? These days, your middle school student is probably very interactive, but is he or she active? 7th grade is a time when sports become more competitive and provide less opportunity for the average child to be involved in physical activity. The YMCA wants to emphasize the value of a healthy lifestyle by offering a free Y membership to every 7th grader in Allen, Whitley, and Wells counties. It's the wise way of giving back to this community. Students thrive in a safe environment where they can grow in spirit, mind, and body. Get to your local Y and sign your 7th grader up for a free Y membership. It's that simple. Offer good for every 7th grader residing in Allen, Whitley, and Wells counties. For more information, stop by your local Y or visit fwymca.org or email hereforyou@fwymca.org.
4th and 21 after the timeout. And another high snap, and Colton Moore in all kinds of trouble again. Will throw it away and save a few yards for the Tigers.
Tigers will give up the ball on down to be first and 10 for Jake. Ball on the 21-yard line.
I mean, the center hasn't changed, right?
No, not that I know. I didn't think so. We'll have.
That pretty much ices the win for Jay County.
Now,
still time, 5:45, and they needed a score there, but did not get it.
I would be shocked if we see anything less than Jacob Giesman running the football here. 5:45 to go. Jay County's up by a couple of touchdowns. And, boy, you know what? The Sagarin prediction right now is looking pretty good. And they'll keep it on the ground.
And you were right. I think Giesman got that ball, and Moore got the tackle.
Now, Sim, the Sagarin prediction tonight was 31-17. Now, you know, if you run this out, that's pretty darn good.
Yeah, it is.
5:15 to go. 2nd down and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again, and the Tigers will drop it for a loss.
Ryan
Schlechte on the carry.
Loss of of a yard on the play. Tackled by number 4.
So it's going to be 3rd and 9.
Colton's had both these tackles so far. It's like he said, all right.
I want another shot
I
at
want
this.
another shot at this one, so.
No sign of Timmy Davis. Timmy went out in the middle of the second quarter when Colton had to take over. Tigers' offense has really been fueled by Brandon Lockwood. Holton Hill under center. Jay County trying to run the clock out. Hill drops back to pass and is going deep and has Schlechte wide open, and he will run it in the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots. So wipe out that Sagarin prediction. Yep. That goes down out the window. And a dagger thrown by the Patriots. Coach Millspa says, I'm going for the throat here.
Took a play from the from the Woodland playbook. You never give up. So
36-18.
It's like they're gonna try and kick this one. So
Hill to Schlechte.
Ryan Schlechte for the extra point.
Puts the Patriots up by 18. And Maya squeaked that through. It is. Kick is good. Wasn't pretty, but it was good.
The new Kayla Nickel Foundation Family YMCA, 550 West Desmond Road in Bluffton, is now open and invites you to stop by and take a tour of the new facility. When you join the Y, you're not just a member of a facility, you're part of a community, surrounded by friends as well as caring and knowledgeable staff. Here are just a few of the benefits of joining the Y. Unlimited participation in group exercise classes, free child care while you work out, and free private health and wellness consultations. You don't want to miss out on all your local YMCA has to offer. To learn more, visit fwymca.org.
.4:13 to go. Jay County just put up another touchdown, 37-12.
Back deep for the Tigers, Brandon Lockwood and Evan
I'm sorry, 37-18. And if Jay County holds the form, we should see a ground ball towards the 35-yard line.
See, right as that kicker starts to run forward, Lockwood needs to run right into that middle.
Absolutely.
Because that's exactly where it goes.
He's got that. Yes. Put him at shortstop.
Number 89
fielded that one. That's Bobby Lovis.
Oh, Bobby's liking it.
Yeah,
he gets to handle the football. First and 10, Bluffton from their own 33. And I think we've got a new quarterback out there, Sim.
Do we?
We probably have a lot of new people out there right now.
It's still
Colton.
Colton Moore's pass intended for Brandon Lockwood, incomplete, covered by
incomplete pass.
52 for Jay County, Ben Antrim. Beautiful game for Holton Hill tonight. The second down and 10 for the Tigers.
So second and 10. Jay County is going to go above 500 to 3-2. Tigers will drop to 1-4, and another missed snap. Moore will pick it up, sidestep a tackler, and fumbles.
Colton Moore on the carry, fumble.
Jay County football.
Covered on the play by Jay County.
Well,
first and 10 for the Patriots.
That is the third turnover. Colton threw a pick six, and that's his second fumble. And the Patriots with the football Up 37-18. So Hill again will pitch out to Stiegelman. Stiegelman will dodge one tackler and fall.
Cole Stiegelman on the carry for Jake.
He'll lose about 5.
Yards on the play.
Second down and 15. Well, next week is Street Fair. Sunday is the auditions for the Street Fair Idol. So anybody want to try out, go to the Life Church at about 7 o'clock and strut your stuff, and maybe you get on the big stage.
Is that
a week from tomorrow?
Is that Thursday night?
It is Saturday night.
Saturday night.
Saturday night. Thursday night is the show choir event. And we've got 43 parades next week?
Yeah, 43 parades, and we have to fight the stop signs and traffic. And, luckily I remembered that Ossian Days was going on this week, so I just stayed off of Highway 1 completely. So.
Yeah, of course, you got to miss 116 now because some of that's
I've just been cutting up past the golf course and then taking my normal route up to Fort Wayne. So.
3rd down and 12 for the Patriots. Handoff, I think that's Hemmelgarn. Nope,
no,
number 41. I don't know who number 41
is. Mitchell Frazier.
Gain of 4 yards on the play.
So 4th down and 9, and the clock is running. We're at 2:15.
4th down and 9 for Jay County.
Other games going on tonight. I've not seen any score updates, but Southern Wells is at Woodland tonight. Norwell is home taking on New Haven. Also, Leo is at home taking on East Noble. And drops back and, hit quickly, but completes the pass to Stiegelman. And Stiegelman is finally brought down.
Holton Hill's pass is good to
That was a nice pass by Holton Hill. Pressure on, kind of hung in there. Took the hit.
First down for Jay County.
And got the completion in the first down to Stiegelman. So a minute 40 left.
Yeah, Hill took a big hit there as he got rid of the football.
Again, nice job by hanging in there and getting the throw off. So tonight, Tigers will fall, but Brandon Lockwood, huge night. And over 100 yards on the ground. This is Giesman on the carry. And just tripped up as he gets inside the 20. Brandon, a couple of kickoff returns and a touchdown run and a bunch of other runs. Close to 300 total purpose yards. We'll get the final stats from the crew here once we run off a couple more plays. And they'll go in the victory formation here and take a couple knees. So Jay County goes up 3-2. Tigers will fall to 1-4. Next week at Southern Wells. Jeff Crasian will be on the call. And the final here is 37-18, the Patriots. And we will take our final timeout, and we will come back and give you some stats and wrap this ball game up. We'll be right back.
At Adams Memorial Hospital, we care for the things that mean the most to you, your health, your family, and your community. Compassion is just as important to us as being accredited, or our Follow My Health online patient portal, or having top-of-the-line medical technology. Because at Adams Memorial Hospital, exceptional care means listening a little longer, a hug, or a kind gesture from a nurse. Compassion and medical expertise. That's Adams Memorial Hospital. Exceptional care, close to you.
Troxel Equipment offers a full line of John Deere equipment. Troxel Equipment features a large inventory of all makes and models of pre-owned equipment that has been well maintained and ready for service. Most of Troxel's pre-owned equipment was traded in from owner-operators. Be sure to ask about our certified pre-owned units. Troxel Equipment has the ability to customize your financing, lease, or installment contracts to meet your cash flow needs. Visit any of our 3 locations in Bluffton, Huntington, or Wabash, or check out our website for our inventory of new and pre-owned equipment. Troxel Equipment, the dealership you can trust.
Located in Fort Wayne, Indiana, the University of St. Francis is a private Catholic university enrolling 2,300 students in majors ranging from the liberal arts to the creative arts to the health services. Small class sizes, personal attention, and the freedom to explore your options. A USF education has a lot to offer. Visit their beautiful campus and see for yourself how you can be a part of the University of St. Francis. Visit usf.edu to learn more about the University of St. Francis.
Do you know a 7th grader looking for a fun...
Welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. Scott Menser, Sim Kipfer on the call for you tonight. Tigers fall tonight 37-18. This is a game the Tigers led for quite a while, 12-6. And really had a number of opportunities. But really the second half, Sim, turnovers.
Turnovers
Turnovers
really
killed us.
The second half. You know, they started off really well in the first quarter. It was a lot of offense, and just couldn't seem to get it going after that.
Colton Moore's interception was run back for a touchdown, so a pick 6. And then a couple of fumbles when the Tigers were trying to move the football, and a late score by the Patriots, and that's how we ended up 37-18. It was 12-6 Tigers after 1. Jay County scored a late touchdown with 2 minutes left in the half to take a 14-12 lead in the locker room. Tigers come out, and Ryan Schlechte kicks off, and Brandon Lockwood goes the distance 86 yards on the kickoff return, and extra point was no good, but the Tigers had an 18-14 lead coming out of the locker room into the second half. But after that, all Jay County. Ryan Schlechte on a handoff from 1 yard out. It was a 14-play, 54-yard drive, taking 6 minutes and 16 seconds off the clock to give Jay County the lead, 22-18. And I tell you what, you don't really see a lot of 14-play drives chewing up over 6 minutes off the clock.
Not high school.
And if I remember, we kind of helped them out with a penalty or two during that drive. And that was huge. And Jay County went up 22-14. Tigers get the football back. Colton Moore in for an injured Timmy Davis. Just kind of threw a quick pass out in the flats. Didn't look off. I mean, kind of everybody knew it was coming, including Jacob Giesman. And he cut in front of that pass, pick sixed it right into the end zone. And that really was the ball game, 38-18. Tigers turned the ball over through a couple of fumbles just to kind of make things even more difficult. A late pass from Holton Hill to Ryan Schlechte with 4 minutes left in the ball game sealed it, if it wasn't sealed already. 37-18, and Jay County comes away with the W tonight. Tigers actually had more first downs than the Patriots, 17-14. Tigers actually had more yards on the ground tonight. 35 carries for $183. Jay County 39 carries for $168. Difference was in the air. Jay County 208 yards in the air. Tigers only with 52. Total plays: Bluffton 48 for 235. Jay County 56 for 376. Kickoffs: Tigers 6 for $168, including a couple of kickoff returns by Brandon Lockwood. Time of possession pretty even. Tigers 23 minutes 34 seconds. Jay County 24-26. Sacks: Jay County had 3. Bluffton had 1. Penalties tonight: both teams had 4, but the Tigers' penalties seem to come at less opportune
times for the Tigers, that's for sure.
And your final stats tonight: Lockwood 10 carries for $120. And return yardage. Let's see if we got his return yardage here. Kickoff returns 3 for 168. So what? That's total purpose yards.
One of them was only 1 yard, so
288.
Yeah,
288 total purpose yards. Right? Anything that we miss? Yep, 288. All right, thank you. Yeah, he's got a section for all-purpose yards. We could just look at that. Thanks, Scott.
We don't normally go to that last page. We seem to add everything in our heads. So
let's see. What do we got defensively here? Tackles tonight. Adam Bumgarner, 8 tackles tonight. So a nice defensive effort by Adam. 8 tackles with 1 assist. Jaden Stepp, 7 tackles with 2 assists. Kind of nice that we see some of our backers in there with a bunch of tackles. So
not all just the secondary this time.
You have 2 big storylines tonight. Brandon Lockwood, certainly huge game, both in special teams and on the ground. And Timmy Davis tonight.
Yeah,
Timmy goes out in the second quarter, and you kind of realize how much you really miss Timmy Davis in the backfield when he's not there. Colton's a nice player, and he's got the opportunity to become a pretty decent quarterback. But Timmy Davis has got the experience in that backfield.
It shows with the 52 yards in passing. Davis can complete a lot of those passes that that Colton just was missing.
Yeah, Timmy was 4 of 5 for 41. Colton had finished up 1 for 7 with a couple of picks for 11 yards. And you kind of also remove the Lockwood threat, as kind of that wildcat, right?
Yeah.
So it kind of changes what some of your options are. So Tigers fall tonight, 37-18. WellsCountyVoice.com player of the game. Boy, this will be a tough one. Let's mull this over for a second. 2 weeks in a row.
2 weeks in a row.
Brandon Lockwood, no doubt about it. 288 all-purpose yards, including scoring all 3 touchdowns, 2 on kickoff returns, and 1 from 46 yards out of the shotgun, a quarterback keep. So Brandon Lockwood getting it done. But a little bit too much Jay County Patriots tonight, and the Tigers will drop to 1-4. That will do it for us tonight. Remember, next week is Street Fair Week. Bluffton Idol tryouts Sunday at Life Church at 7 o'clock. I want to thank Sim for helping me out. Sylvia on the camera tonight, and we also want to thank that the weather cleared out just in time to keep Sylvia from getting drenched tonight. So thanks to all the Bluffton staff. Scott giving us stats. And that's going to wrap it up. Sim, thanks as always. Next week, we will be off next week because Jeff Crasium will take over and handle the Southern Wells game. So we can
enjoy the street fair.
Enjoy the street fair.
I'll probably stay home.
Have a great night.